Hey practitioners, originally I was going to make this content and turn it into an ebook to sell to you guys. But I decided not to do that. I want to give it away for free. So if you want to give back, the best thing you can do right now is to leave a big fat like below and binge watch my other videos. So let's cut to the chase. I want you to consume this material as quickly as possible so you can start creating a secondary income through YouTube. I'm not going to be covering the tutorial on how to set up an AdSense account or YouTube channel, but I will be teaching you the strategies and skills I've used to get over 500,000 subscribers and 17 million views in under a year. I'm going to show you my YouTube algorithm hacks. Used in the right manner, and if you follow this guide correctly, you could end up with a video in recommended for over 24 hours, gathering you plenty of publicity for your channel. I've done it multiple times, and I'm going to teach you what I've learned. So some people have asked me, and to stay transparent and to add some authenticity to my money videos, I'm going to tell you how much I made to start off this video, maybe to inspire someone. To prove it's really still possible to literally make a living from an online business, even if you're under 21. In January, from all of my revenue sources, not just ad revenue, I profited over $10,000. That's after taxes have been taken out and expenses for the business. Now, 9/10 of that is going towards a loan I had when I went to university, but it's still a major paycheck. So I started this channel because I loved Fight Mediocrity's video, but I noticed he wasn't uploading enough to feed his hungry subscribers. I knew I could do better. I knew I could offer even more value. Now this is the best way to start a new channel. Find a hole in the market, something that's not saturated and is easy to produce more and more videos. I also want to say one more thing before we get started. Lots of people say you should aim for quality instead of quantity. But in the beginning for YouTube, that's not necessarily true. Go look at my channel, look at my early videos. I pumped out tons of videos, testing tons of different styles and niches until I found what works. That's the key. Test with a video style for 5 to 7 videos, then change it up, and eventually something will hit, and then you can stick to what works. So let's get to the guide. One more thing, these tips might change and might not work in the future as YouTube algorithm changes, but some of them have to do with marketing and the psychology of people, so some will last forever. So the first tip is on the title. Now this is probably the most important metadata when it comes to a video. Titles get ranked in search engines, not thumbnails, which means the search engine cannot look at the thumbnail and go, that's a video on psychology. They can only get it from the title, description, and tags. There's also some evidence they get it from closed captions and comments. But this means that your first viewers will find the video by looking at the title. They will search for your video and then your video will pop up. So you have to come up with an intriguing title. Now I make my videos in 2 parts. The first part is something that invokes curiosity, basically relevant clickbait. So the term clickbait has a negative connotation, but in this video it's going to mean an idea, image, or concept that makes someone go, that's interesting, let's click it and watch to find out more. Now this is legal and YouTube accepts it as long as it's not misleading. The second part of my title is a highly used search term. Combine them to get something like this: 10 psychological tricks to get her to like you, how to get a girlfriend. Notice how the first part invokes curiosity and the second part is something that a lot of people search for. This ensures short-term and long-term growth. I've also noticed that titles with numbers do better than titles without numbers. And here's another thing. Videos with a high click-through rate will become more likely to become recommended. And becoming recommended is what will get you tons of views, and in turn, money. So let's go on to tip number 2, the thumbnail. The thumbnail is right next to the title in terms of importance. It's the first thing that people usually see. So make sure it's completely relevant to the video, but clickbait works, so be creative. The key is to, again, invoke curiosity, yet establish credibility. Check out this thumbnail. This video garnered over 2 million views in a week because it had a high click-through rate, high video retention, and introduced my viewers to a new channel, so it got recommended, which I'll talk about later. It shows the girl, which makes viewers super curious, and it shows the Ford method in bright green, which makes people think, wow, there must be some actual nuggets of knowledge in here I could use. So I'm going to give you a little trick I use. Test your thumbnail by uploading it to Imgur, using the inspect element function in Chrome, and seeing what your thumbnail looks like compared to the rest of the page. If it shines, keep it. Otherwise, add more colors or change it up until you find something that works better. Something else I've noticed is that thumbnails with faces, specifically girls, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate about this about being clickbait, but it works, do better than without faces. Now this is a psychological aspect, and generally faces that show strong emotion work best. Also, don't try to use more than 6 words in a thumbnail, otherwise the font becomes too small and people can't read it. Tip number 3 is tags. Now tags are important for getting ranked in search engines, so keep them relevant and use what people search for. Now here's where a lot of people go wrong. Try to stick to long tail keywords, and a long tail keyword is a keyword that uses more than 2 or 3 words. YouTubers fail over and over again because they just fill it with traditional tags. Fill it with keywords people actually search for. Here's a great example. It might be rambling, but you'll get the idea. How to get a girl to like you. Get a girl to like you. How to attract a girl. How to get a girl. How to make a girl like you. How to make her like you. How to get a girlfriend. Make a girl like you. Psychological tricks. Psychological attraction tricks. Does she like me? How to make her want you. Dating advice for men. Persuade her to like you. So there's just a little example. People actually search for those words, and that's why I use them as tags. It also describes the video. So to find great keywords, Google your main keyword, then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you know those little suggestions? Yeah, those are a great place to start. To find high-ranking keywords though, do some research on the Google AdWords keyword tool and sort all of the related keywords by volume. Also, one last tip, fill up all 500 characters of the tags for best results. You have 500 characters, so why not use them all? Tip number 4 is the description. Now this is still a bit of a mystery to me, so I'm just going to give you some tips on what I use. Fill the first sentence with your main keyword, and then your second sentence with supporting keywords that people search for. So get creative with it, but don't keyword stuff, that's bad. After you have a couple sentences typed, type 4 to 5 more sentences describing your video. I recommend placing a part of your script that you talked into the video to lengthen it. And also include 2 to 3 links, this seems to help. Now if you include the same links on all of your videos, YouTube will be like, these videos are kind of close together, and it will help them get into the related tab so that your videos will show up as related on your other videos. Tip number 5 is upload frequency. So I upload every 3 to 4 days, because the algorithm loves this, and so do people. I have found no significant boost if you upload less than once a week, and I found no boost uploading 2 videos in a row, and in fact, I uploaded 2 videos in a row twice, and the second video actually did worse. And upload times, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday in the morning are my best upload dates. Now we're on to a very important tip. Tip number 6, quality. So this is very important when ranking a video. A good way to find the quality of your video is to post it to reddit.com. They're extremely good critics and they will tell you if your video sucks. Also, within a month, if your video gets an 80% or higher like to dislike ratio, you're doing pretty good. So find a style that fits your channel and stay consistent for a couple months to establish credibility. And then you can start trying new styles every 3 to 4 months, maybe something that's cheaper to produce or offers more value to your audience. As long as your video isn't horrible and you've nailed the first 5 steps, your video is probably going to be pretty great. Also, video length. Try to keep the videos over 5 minutes long. Right now, 8 minutes is currently the sweet spot. Also, keep stuff moving on the screen to keep the viewer's attention. This is why gaming videos and makeup tutorials do well, because there's constant attention changes. It's also why my animated videos and other animated channels are on the rise. YouTube values watch time more than it used to, so do stuff that keeps your viewers watching, or, as I will mention in a future tip, shows them other channels. Tip number 7, commenting on other videos. This boosts your initial subscribers and views. I recommend this for channels between 1,000 and 2,000 subscribers. Now don't overtly advertise your channel ever. This is horrible. People don't like this at all. Instead, leave insightful, helpful, or clever comments because people respect this and they'll actually check out your channel. Especially if you have a pretty cool logo and an interesting channel name like Practical Psychology. See, I commented on Fight Mediocrity's channel, and if you guys don't know who this is like my #1 competition. I'm about to beat him. And I would start a comment chain, which would boost the comment to the top, and people would eventually check out my channel, which also boosted me. Tip number 8 is collaborations. So collaborations on your channel, when you introduce a new YouTuber to your audience, is great. I've had great success with this, and probably why I've grown so much. Most of my videos in the past 3 months are basically collaborations. If your viewers binge watch someone else's video because they watched your video first, you will get points in the algorithm for introducing them and your video will be ranked higher. See, YouTube wants people to spend more time on their site, and if you show them a channel that they binge watch, you get the reward. Collaborating to be featured on another channel is a great way to boost initial subscribers as well. For example, I collabed with Evan Carmichael early on and got quite a boost. It was pretty cool to see my subscribers go up that high. Now, note that this is where the hustling comes in. You might have to make a video for free, or even tons of videos for free, to get early promotion. Tip number 9 is to reply to comments. Reply to comments on your videos. Number 1, it will add more comments, which increase the engagement ratio, and number 2, it will give you lifelong viewers who actually feel appreciated. And number 3, it also gives you feedback to improve your video style. Now, you will have trolls, but you don't have to reply to them. In fact, I have tons of trolls on my relationship videos. So there's some tips on how to make your video rank better in YouTube, but I'm also going to give you some more tips. Now, I didn't go very much into detail on these. They're just some basic advice tips. So upload videos that are informative or entertaining. In fact, if they solve a problem, they will probably make you money. For example, if I taught you how to get ice off of a windshield, that video is going to do way better than me uploading a video talking about politics. Now, there are outliers, but solving a problem will definitely make you more money in the long run. Also, if you can, keep the cost of a video under $100 for the best return. This is just general advice when you're starting out. Try to keep the cost of the video low. And also, don't outsource your work until you're steady for 3 months or to have the capital to lose. Because it might take, in my case, 8 to 9 months of constantly putting out more and more better videos until you start getting a nice paycheck. Also, at the end of a video, only ask for 1 or 2 engagements. For example, like and subscribe do the best. But if you ask people to, hey, if you guys like this video, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, leave a comment below, go check out this link and watch this related video. If you do that, they're not going to do all of them. In fact, they probably will do nothing. So instead, only ask them to do 2 things, at most. I tell you guys to like this video, which really gives me an idea of what videos are good and which videos I should probably not continue to make. And to subscribe, because it increases my reach. Another thing you can do is ask for a controversial comment. Now, this is okay, but I would recommend doing this in the beginning, because people can still continue to watch the video while they're typing the comment. This will increase your viewer retention, and it'll add a comment. And one more thing, hustle. If you're in the YouTube business, you have to hustle. Your income depends on other people, which means you better be working your face off. Don't be afraid to ask for collaborations, and don't be afraid to make free videos in the beginning. You guys would be blown away of knowing how many people don't reach out to me and go, hey, you have over 500,000 subscribers, can I make a free video for you? And in turn, I will get the promotion? This is literally what I did when I had under 500,000. I would go to people, and I'm still going to people. Infinite Waters has contacted me, Infinite Lists have contacted me, I've reached out to Gary, I've reached out to Grego Gallagher, if you guys know him from Kinobody. I'm constantly reaching out to increase my reach. Because even if they have 500,000 subscribers, for example, Grego Gallagher, if I can get 30,000 people to watch that video, and half of them, 15,000 come subscribe to me, that's a huge number. That's a huge boost. That's 15,000 people I can change their lives for the better. Anyways, I'll stop ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a huge big fat like below. I'm literally giving out my secrets. Subscribe for more. I want to note that everything in this video is a theory created by me, not backed by YouTube. And if you really want to find out what truly works, go to YouTube, get on your recommended tab, and see, hey, what do these videos have in common, and how can I make more videos like them so that maybe my video will be on recommended? Are they only videos that are over a year old? Are they only videos that are over 10 minutes? Are they videos that have really clickbaity titles? You don't have to reinvent the wheel, you just have to smooth out the edges.